Hello, hello, welcome. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming in and watching me. So stamping tonight, going to stamp a one sheet wonder. Not sure if I'm going to make a card tonight. Just wanted to do a bit of creating with some new product, and have a little play, another little play with the brayer. I'm not going to lie to you, using the brayer is a learning curve, and like anything when it's new, you do have to practice at it, but that's what I want to do again tonight, and actually embrace the imperfections of it sometimes, or embrace the fact that sometimes it doesn't turn out how you think it's going to turn out. So thought it would be fun just to use it to apply some colour to a piece of cardstock. Sometimes when I'm creating a stamp one sheet wonder, I just kind of get the ink pad and swipe. Probably not the best thing to do because it does sometimes damage my ink pads. Oops. I don't advocating damaging ink pads, but yeah, it's what happens. So I was thinking that actually using the brayer would really help with that. Sorry, I know I keep looking down. It's because I've just got to sort out my camera. Anyway, hello everybody on the live. Thank you so much for joining. Those of you who haven't seen Esther's recent YouTube video, if you're friends of Esther's, please do go and watch it. She made a very important announcement today, so please do go and watch that. Did anyone else have issues getting the ad to go off? No. Oh well, I'm not going to answer for anybody. Don't know. You should just have one advert, one skippable ad. I do skippable ads. I don't do ones that you have to watch, apart from the odd video many moons ago. Thank you actually, Kim, for letting me know when I've got adverts in videos. I do go back when I get the time to go and sort those out. All right, so let's do desk view. Get my camera working. Fresh cachet. Why isn't it working? Wrong number. Okay. There we go. It works now. Yes. Hurry. Oh, because Glenna got a nip off, has she? Oh, you're talking tennis. Oh. Hi, Mindy. Okay, let me do a quick hello to everybody. Hi, Kim, Elaine, Glenna, Lisa, Sue. Hi, Sue Wilson. Hello. Not seen you for a little while. Lisa. You're all saying hello to each other. Kathleen, hello. Susan, hello. Christine Gruska, hello. Georgiana. Vicky, hello. All right. Trying to decide what to do first. Over there we go. Then switch your light off. Antoinette, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, do say a hello and roughly where in the world you're from. It's always nice to make new friends. Hi Sherry, nice to see you as well. Right, it would help if I got a piece of cardstock out, wouldn't it? No, I think I'm going to go with a bit of Very Vanilla. And I think I might just get some bubble bath out. Now, I don't know how clean this is. Yeah, I'm looking at it and I can see fibres. Look, I can see lint and fibres and all sorts of fun things. So let's get that cleaned off because oh, and hair and fibre. No, let's give that a wee bit of a clean. It probably could benefit from being run under a tap just to get water on it and cleaned off, but I don't have a sink in this room, so we're just going to have to rub it down. Okay, so I've got some bubble bath here. Just going to ink up, and I just want to get just bits of colour on here, really. Oh, now that looks like it's got pink and blue on there. Oh well. Oh, I've spotted another fibre. There we go. So I just wanted to get some colour on. I've got some petal pink here as well. Get that I've cleaned up. This is A4, Christine. Yeah. Can you stick it in the dishwasher? Oh, I don't know. Has anybody tried? I mean, it's rubber, proper rubber. So I'm presuming it would cope with... Well, this is fun, and this is definitely much more healthier for my ink pads than the other method that I sometimes do. And it's a little bit more controllable, interestingly. Just wanting to add some interest there with those sort of stripes. Maybe we could have a brayer class. Although I'll probably need a bit of time to just get practicing with it a little bit more. Should we throw in some Coastal Cabana? Oh yes, Jan's got like 15 million brayers, hasn't she? Yeah, she claims to be, you know, the owner of many brayers. You know, she has welcomed many brayers into her house and into her craft room. So, well, so she claims, you know. I don't know, maybe we should, you know. Oops. Get a bit more ink on that one. Now that Calypso was a bit brighter than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. Just kind of mark making at the moment. Okay, it's kind of fun. Try not to overthink it too much. Oh, now if Navarana was here, you know what she would say? Is have another piece of card to my side to clean off on. And don't waste the ink. I think that's what, I don't know if Navarana's watching, but there we go. I think that's what she would say to me. Hi Diane, hi Opal. Right, so that's a bit of Calypso. Shall we throw something a bit more unusual in there? I mean, okay, so let me tell you what my plan was. My plan was then to stamp Stippled Roses over the top of this. Maybe... Oh, this might turn out to look a little bit, shall I say, romantic. Right, where's my red blender brush? Excuse me, sorry. Here it is. Right, I want to have more curvy shapes now. So I've had enough of these kind of rectangular squarey ones. I'm just gonna do that. Just do some rounder shapes. Yeah, see, Vicky's thinking that too. Hi, Judy. Yeah, I finally got in. I could watch, but I couldn't chat. That would not do, lol, Judy. No, that's right. Yeah, so if anyone's watching and thinking, how on earth do I get round to chatting, please just check in the top right-hand corner or the area that shows that you're signed in to YouTube, that there's the icon is the one that you've chosen, and that shows that you've actually signed in. Because sometimes people don't realise that they're watching YouTube and they're not signed in and have an account with YouTube, because YouTube doesn't let you comment unless you're actually watching as a real person. Hi, Jan. Did you hear us talking about you? All right. Okay, so that's me just getting a bit of colour down. There may be more colour going on, but before I do that, I just want to get my lovely rose out of the box and mount it onto the sticker, because I haven't done that yet. Oh yes, that's what we wanted to know. Can we put a brayer in the dishwasher, Jan? Burning question. Hi, Susan. It is very vibrant, isn't it? Yes. All right, so I'm gonna go for Blackberry Bliss. Blackberry Bliss is a little bit of a go-to colour for me. I really do like it, and it's a nice alternative to using black or grey sometimes, or brown, dark brown. If you want a dark colour but you don't want it super dark. Right, so that was my plan. Look, I've got a bit of red going on there. I'm actually going to stand up and give that a little wee bit of a push. Hi, Miss Clydeen. All right, there we go. So I sort of I had it in mind to try and have the red sections underneath these roses. Hi, Julie Bennett. Right. Oh, I just stuck my fingers in ink then. I'm just going to get that off. Well, hello everybody who's watching on the live. Thank you for watching on the replay as well. We're a lively community here of chatterers. Please do join in. Oh, good, Christine. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, so there's that one. Then there's another wee rose. This little thing here, which is very cute. bit of red on that one. Hi Nicole. Just going to add a little bit more red to these roses. Now I know where they are. Really saturating the brush and the ink, the card there. And see where I've got these stripes of Calypso Coral? I kind of don't want a stripe going through my rose, but by adding all that lovely red, you kind of forget about that stripe that's there. So then it just becomes part of the background. Oh, hello, Reach. Hi, Tracy. Lovely to see you. All right, there we go. So then we do have these leaves. Now, oh, I have talked about doing a bit of stamp surgery to this leaf. Tonight might be the night, you know. Because tonight's gonna be... All right, what do you think? Surgery or not surgery? The reason I am very likely to do this surgery is because there's already a break between the two leaves. Can you see there? Oh, you see that? There is actually already a gap there. I should do this. Now, when you do cut this, bear in mind that there is a die that matches these two. So if you want to use the die with it, you will have to kind of reassemble them. So I'm going very carefully to there. Just take my time. Go right in between the two spaces, very gently. I'm actually pulling it apart a little bit. But I don't want to rip it. I want there to be quite a clean cut on there. There we go. That's fairly clean, and that's really easy to put back together again. Yeah, I'm putting my stickers on. Sorry, I know. Was that troubling you? All right, so this little leaf is great, and actually this one would be good as well. Just gives a bit more options, doesn't it? Right, let's pop that on there. That one there. And when you put your stamps on your blocks, try and get them as central as possible. Close your eyes, Glenn. I need to lie down in a dark room now. I did warn you. I did warn you. Okay, so now because I did that surgery, this is what I'm going to be able to do. I've got way more control as to where these leaves can go, and I don't need all that leaf. Oh, sorry, stem. I want to tuck that right into there. Look at that. See? See? It's worth it. It's worth tuckety tuck. See? Snip and tuck. This is, you know, way less painful than any other type of surgery you can have. Tuck that one in there. Get the smelling salts for Nessa. I think she's passed out in the corner. Oh my goodness. I love this stamp set even more now. So I think this is a testament to what stamp surgery can do. Help you love your stamps even more. Would you ever cut a long stem like that one? No, because I have the dies. If it was a stamp set that I was just like, you know what, I just love the stamp set and I'm not unlikely to ever use the dies, I would go, yeah, just chop it. But because I do have the dies to match it, although having said that, if I do use the dies to cut it out, I mean, when am I ever going to use a stem? I don't know. I'd say, you know, use a discretion. See, I love how by cutting that leaf apart, it makes this rose, what's the word I want, combination look so much more unique. So if you're new to my channel, I like to think that I use stamps in quite an unusual way and try and get the most out of them. And that is what you're going to get from me here. I'm all about versatility and making the tools do what you need as an artist. So I think in this instance, yeah, good decision. Definitely good decision there. All right. So now I want to pop on some other, like a contrasting colour now. One that would be kind of opposite on the colour wheel. So I'm just trying to find my colour wheel so that I can show you what I mean. Now, ordinarily, green is opposite red on the colour wheel. And so, which is fine. But the only thing about green and red is that it's extremely Christmassy. But I didn't really want to go down that route too much. And I've also used, obviously I've used Blackberry Bliss for the leaves. So I'm wondering whether if I get my little brush that my dear friend Martina gifted me. So I know this is not a Stampin' Up product, but on this occasion, I'm wondering whether you would forgive me to use that. Or let me just have a quick look at the stencils that come with, I can't remember the name of that set. Hold on. Sorry, they call them decorative masks, not stencils. I keep calling them, call these things stencils. I love what you've done with this set. More ideas too. Oh, good, Christine. Right, I just want to have a look at these leaves. Okay, no, that's not a way of doing that. Okay. I was trying to think if there was a way I could maybe add simply, because I want this to be a quick stamp treatment. Yes, I will use some masks in a second. I will for the background, but I just want to get on. You know what? I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to get it on. I know it's going out the lines, but it's okay. Sorry, what do you want a lesson on? Oh, masking. Okay, those of you who are requesting classes or on particular topics, I tell you what would really help me in terms of thinking through the syllabus for the class is if you can send me links to videos that I've done in the past where you go, that's what I want Ruth to teach me, because yeah, that would really help. So typically I'm trying to think, like, for those of you who have done classes with me, think back to what I'm able to fit into the content of a class. So obviously there's the clusters and lines one. We do 2 stamped one sheet wonders, don't we? It takes about an hour-ish each to do each. A stamped wreath, because it's very ornate, we take a whole class to do one of those. Some of the technique classes that I do, we do maybe three variations or yeah, 3 different ways to do something. And certainly with the focusing on one stamp set, we sometimes do 4, say, different ways to stamp with it. So I know I'm giving you guys a bit of extra work, but it would really help me, because I am happy to do the classes, but it's just easier if I know that I've already demonstrated what it is that you want to learn. So that's why some of the classes that I actually teach are based on like lives that I've done where they've just turned out so beautifully that you've all gone, oh, we want to learn, we want to do that. And it's more productive really to go with that approach and go, well, obviously you loved it so much, you want to learn how to do it. All right, so I like that. I've also just realized that there are some buds here that need a bit of extra love, so I'm just gonna, sorry you've seen my arm at the moment, but I'm just gonna see what colours I've got on these already. Okay, that, ironically that already had the lilac on it. Never mind. Where's the real red gone? Seriously, I had the real red in front of me a minute ago. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. I'll pop it through. Leaves in the sunflowers. Oh, yes, that's true. There probably is some in there. I'll have a look in a second. Right, so now I just want to go over some of these wee buds. I also take a very sort of artistic approach on here, that very rarely will I do something that is sort of, what's the word I want, like true to life art. I'm kind of impressionistic and abstract, if you hadn't noticed. Thank you, Susan. All right, let's have a look what's in my mask drawer then. So I do actually still have those sunflower stencils. There were oh, there was those leaves in there. I'm trying to think what to put in the background. No, the stuff. Ah, okay. So I've only got those, were there leaves that came with that? And there's that, that, and that. And was it that one? I don't remember there being leaves. Quite like that. No, I don't. Okay, no, I don't remember there being. Okay, I quite like this one. There were leaves. Oh. Well, I think I must have mislaid them because I cannot find them in my drawer. Let me just have another. Oh no, what? Let me put. I'm getting a bit paranoid about this ink pad. Let me just. I've got this ballerina one, which is a non-Stampin' Up one. Nope, I don't have it. I mean, I've got some going back away. I don't like. These are one of the few products I actually hold on to because I sometimes do workshops that are not necessarily Stampin' Up based workshops, and they're just useful to have options for, and they don't take up too much room, so I'm kind of happy to keep hold of them, although I do sometimes forget what's current. That's the only problem. Oh, weird. All right, I'm not going to waste your time anymore looking. I want to put some design in the background. I quite like this geometric one. So I've done a little bit of fresh freesia, and I'm thinking now of going in with another colour just to like brighten the whole thing up. But like I said, I don't really want to go for anything too greeny. So I'm wondering about a little bit of Coastal Cabana. So it's kind of like greeny blue. Yeah, I literally pulled my whole drawer out. I did. The things I do for you. The buds are usually darker. Do you have a darker tone of ink? Oh, well, yes, I do. But I would say that the stipples, the actual design itself, because of it's more concentrated, I would say they do kind of look a bit darker anyway. So I'm going to go with that. But you go for it. You do them darker. I just want to get on and do this now. But yeah, good point. All right, I just want to start. I'm kind of drawn to starting off in this light area here. And I am going to just do a little bit of, I hope Sheila's watching this because she's a bit of a fan of the old masks as well. I'm sure that other people are, but years and years ago, Sheila always used to say, put a mask on it. Right. So any spot that doesn't have leaf or rose, that's where I'm kind of aiming for. And I'm just being very careful around the edges of the mask because I don't want actually the edge to show up. So by the time I get into the edge, I'm going to move over to the next spot. And what I try and do is line it up to the areas that I've already put some of that pattern down on. Hold it firm and keep going, basically. Right, any other questions? Oh, hi Kenzie. It wouldn't well, if you Do just try again. Let me just double check something though to see what went through and what didn't go through. Bear with. Kenzie, I haven't got any notification actually that you've been successful. I've got one booking that someone did, but it wasn't you. Let me just have a look on here. Bookings. Yeah, I'm afraid, Kenzie, I've got no record of it going through at all. So if you need some help with it, I'm happy to maybe give you a call later after the live and we can talk through it. Where are you based actually, Kenzie? What part of the world do you hail from? I like how it's kind of changing, you know, where I'm going over the Calypso, it's changing that colour there. It's not, you know, coming out as light, obviously, because it's mixing with the red, so it's going to kind of turn it a little bit of a browny colour. That's okay. You can't select the classes again. Oh, have you tried refreshing the page, just or getting rid of the cookies, or yeah, you're in Canada, okay. It might be worth just trying to like restart your whatever internet browser, or just you know that famous old thing that you say, switch it off and on again. Just try doing that just to reset everything. Although I'll tell you what spaces I do have, and then right. Yeah, so I've got there's one space left for Magical Meadow. There's 3 spaces left for the, oh no, that's not your time zone, so I've just realised. There's 10 spaces left for Clusters and Lines. So I have scheduled Clusters and Lines for Tuesday the 30th of January. And I've got quite a few spaces left for the Folio mini album on the 9th of Feb. And I've got 10 spaces for the Mars Stamped Cross. So those of you who are interested in doing the Stamped Cross workshop, that's now on my list of classes now. So those of you who've used my new booking system, is there a way that you can like click on something to be kept informed of like if I update the list? I'd be interested to know what you see from your end, as I'm still trying to get to know the platform myself. Oh, Glenna. No, Glenna doesn't have a Oh no, you're thinking of Christine, Susan. I know who you're thinking of. Are you thinking of Christine Morgan? Her daughter's Wendy of Woo's Creations, who's in our team. I think that's who you're thinking. Glenna's in Canada. Glenna doesn't have a daughter. Where do we book again? Some people might need a reminder. Thank you very much, Lisa Atley. Oh, I'm sure Miss Glenna, oh, there she is. Glenna has just done it again. So Glenna has sent the link, bookwen.com/artfulstampin. Good point, Miss Lisa. All right, what do you think of that then? That's kind of like covered it up a bit, hasn't it? Right. Do we need it grunging up a little bit more? What do you think? Because look, I've got some grungy stamps at the side of me here. I've got some dottage to go on. Definitely think we do need a bit of dottage. Oh, you know what I'd love? A little bit of script very Versailles. Maybe it was a different sign-up system I used recently. Ah, okay. Oh, and when the booking site gets mad at you, it reverts to German, lol. Oh! Oh, that's interesting, Kenzie. I did not know that. Right, this little dottage, can I just say, those of you who are dottage fans out there and do use their dottage an awful lot, what's really fun about the way that this dottage is kind of shaped is that when you've got sort of irregular shapes like this and you want to get the dottage around it, this little shape here is just fantastic because look, I'm managing just to sort of twiddle it around and, you know, get it in between in the little nooks and crannies here. Yeah, so this is the dottage from Notes of Nature. So if you're new to this type of stamping, this little stamp is probably worth its weight in gold. It's a fabulous little stamp. Beautiful. I am wondering whether, I know you hear me say this an awful lot, I'm wondering whether to do some white splattage on here, because I just feel like it needs it. I'm just going to grab one of the little blocks that comes in the little craft kits. So Stampin' Up, if you're new to crafting completely and you just want to have like a little craft on the go type kit, some of the kits that Stampin' Up do, they tend to be the sort of ones in the price region of the £20 mark. They often have a little stamp set, a little block, and one of these, sorry, a little stamp set, a little ink pad, like a mini stamping spot, and also a block like this. Now, let me show you the difference between those ones. So this comes in the little kit, and then this is the ones that you can purchase. There's an obvious difference, but don't throw these out. These are useful for using as little palettes when doing stuff like this. So I'm going to grab my white re-inker. Now this is a different formulation of ink than what we've just used. We've been using a water-based ink. This one is a pigment, this is a dye-based ink. This is a pigment-based ink. So this tends to sit on top of your work, and you need to. I've just dipped it in a bit of water just to loosen up some of this ink a little bit. Go. Mix that into there. And I don't want to add too much water because it then will dilute the opacity. Get that all mixed in. And I'm going to just do a little bit of flickage on here. What was that? Nessa sounds like a pub, Grunge and Dottage. Yes, better than near pub. Yes, your nearby pub, the Slug and Lettuce. Yeah, that's a very popular name for pubs. Oh, I'm splattering, but more water is going on than the white dottage, unfortunately. But anyway, that will just create a bit of some watercolour effects on here. This is kind of like white grunge rather than darker colour grunge, which we're probably a bit more familiar with. And I wonder what it would be like just to highlight some little areas on the leaves. As it dries, it does dry not as opaque, but it's fun to see what happens. Just highlight some of these petals. I don't want to lower the tone, but did anyone see what is it Gillian Anderson wore to the Golden Globes? And what was stitched into her dress? I mean, if you didn't know what you were looking at, it actually looked like flower petals. I won't say on air what it was. You can go and look it up yourself. She was making a statement, I think, about women. And women's... I think she was trying to make a statement about women's reproductive rights, I think. I thought I'd arrived at a murder scene when I first came in. Thanks, Janice. Right, I'm liking how that's turning out. I'm going to keep going because sometimes when I've done this technique, after it dries, it kind of all disappears. So, and that's why, as I said, it is important not to add too much water to the pigment ink because you do lose the strength of it. Gillian Anderson. Sorry, not Jennifer. I was getting muddled up. Gillian Anderson of X-Files fame. Hi, Lynette. Wow, Ruth, from a slightly scary piece, the white is really lifting the page. Yes, I agree. It was looking quite intense a minute ago, wasn't it? So I've gone very quiet because I'm really concentrating on getting these little highlights on here. Still got a bit of white ink left. Has a Spanish vibe. Ah, yes. It went through fine. PayPal was an awful service. Oh, I'm sorry you found it difficult, Kenzie. Have you ever used it before? Maybe once you've used it once, it will be easier next time. Right. Yeah, so here you can see where I blobbed water. You know, when I was plaiting to start off with, I hadn't realised I had like water all pooled up in here. So that's why that's looking a little bit squished. Not squished, what's the word I want? Yeah, messy. Just see if I can get any off this anymore. No, I think that is going to be it. So the initial kind of very strong impact of the white dottage has calmed down, and the initial white brush strokes has calmed down an awful lot. So it's just one of those techniques that initially can look quite strong, but because of the addition of the water, it does kind of like sink in. So it does end up quite being light. Oh dear, you can see. Oh dear. I'm afraid I do use it an awful lot. I found it very helpful to take international payments, or payments in general. So yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, I've never had a problem with it. I know some people have had problems with PayPal, but I haven't, fortunately. So right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Oh, does it, Kim? I'm not familiar with that one. Right, catch you. I'm off for a coffee date. Oh, very nice, Deb. Have a wonderful time. Oh, all right, everybody. Yes, I do, Kenzie. I do generally. Yeah, yeah. Right, let's have a look. Let me just update my bookings. Yeah, I can see that. Ah, Kenzie, I can see what's happened. You've paid for 2 tickets on both. Oh, no, you haven't. You've paid for 1 there. Oh, how did that happen? That's very strange. Oh, I can see it now. No. Okay, I've got it. So it looks like you've paid 40. It's because you bought 2 tickets for 2 different events. Got it. All right. Phew. Whew. All right. Sorry. I should have not spoken before I figured it out. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all gone through. You're booked on, and you should have got a confirmation email with the Zoom information. Ah, there we go. Right. La 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 la. Interesting colour choices today. Yeah, yes. I wanted to not kind of come over a bit too Christmassy, to be quite honest with you. So I have gone for an interesting colour choice. But you know, as with all these things, I do these things so that you don't have to. So if you don't like it, that's absolutely fine. You can change it up for however you like it. And I can't find my colour wheel because I was going to explain a little bit about the whole colour wheel business. So yeah, what's interesting about this colour scheme then, because we used, let's look at what we actually put down in the background and also what ended up happening. So in the background was a bit of Bubble Bath and Petal Pink and Calypso Coral. Then we had a bit of Poppy Parade, Then I stamped the image in Blackberry Bliss. So okay, let's look at this better. So we've got Calypso Coral, which is on the kind of like the yellow side of red. Then we have Bubble Bath, which is on the lighter side of red, okay, because that's, remember, pink is red, it's just a lighter red, okay. And then I've used Fresh Freesia, which is, so if we put, say, purple here, Fresh Freesia is a lighter version of purple, and Blackberry Bliss is a darker version of purple. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there we go. So there we go. That's where those would sit. So, you know, perhaps you'd have a slightly, you know, a colour in between that would sit next to red, because purple is made from blue and red. Now, what's interesting about Coastal Cabana then is that it's sort of linked to purple, because both Coastal Cabana and these the purples here have a bit of blue in it. So that would kind of sit over here. But Coastal Cabana has got the tiniest, tiniest little bit of yellow in it. So, what am I saying? They kind of actually are sort of complementary in a weird way. Ruth, when you turn your head on a certain angle, we lose the audio. Oh, weird. Hello. 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 So if I'm doing it, it might be because my mic's moving around. Sorry about that. Is it okay to use a different stamp set from Magical Meadow? You can do, but the only problem is that what I'll be demonstrating only with Magical Meadow. So my advice would be that if you definitely do want to do that class, you're going to have to look at the imagery on Magical Meadow and replace it with things from your own collection, as it were, because I'm obviously going to be basing the class around it. So if you decide that you don't want to do that class, that's absolutely fine. Just you can, I think you can cancel it. But you need to kind of make sure you've got similar stamps to these, really. I'm probably not going to use the words, so don't worry about that. Yeah, you'll just need to have something that can stamp that. Lisa, is the sound okay now? Right, so those are all the colours. And then the stamp set that I used tonight was Stippled Roses. This one here, this gorgeous one here. And then the additional stamp I used was the little cottage stamp from Notes of Nature. And then I used this mask, which I'm just going to double... No, Kenzie's in Canada. Yeah. You might pick up a second-hand one by next week. Are there any Canadian Facebook groups selling retired products? Glenna will be able to tell you. You may be able to pick it up, actually, because it's now retired. So, but as I said, Kenzie, if you feel like you want to cancel that one, that's fine. Right, decorative masks. Is this a 4 square one? Yes. So this mask is from the set of masks in the annual catalogue, and the code is 161285, and they're called 4 square decorative masks. So that's what that one is. So wow, yeah. So one stamp set with a bit of dottage, and those were the colours used. All right, I'm going to leave those on my desk because I'm going to update the description in a second. And what else? I think that's it. Any other questions? I'll take questions. It was when you were getting the stamp pads, you noticed it. Oh, really? That's really weird. Because it's done by Bluetooth to I've got basically a Bluetooth receiver that's plugged into my computer, and I thought that was what was receiving. Unless I've done this wrong. Hold on, I'm just going to unplug something. Hello? Hello? Oh, you know what? Hello? Hello? I'm wondering if I've been using my computer one all this time and didn't realise it. Hello? I'm gonna have to. Do I have the new mask set from the mini? Yes, I do. I do. Bear with a sec. I'm wondering whether I need to plug this thing into a different socket. I'm going to have to turn my computer around just to see if I can get to the back of it. Right. See, I was under the impression that my mic has been working all this time. But now, from what you guys are saying to me, I'm a bit worried that it hasn't been working all this time. And that... Well, now I'm a little peeved. Yeah, well, I'm talking into this mic, right? And I can see on my receiver that it's picking it up. But what I can't figure out is whether or not my computer is picking it up from my thing. Right. Oh, hold on. Is that better? I've just realised there was something that I perhaps should have clicked. Hold on, sound output. Hold on. Thank you for everyone for watching. Sorry about this. Those of you who are hanging on to help me, you are very kind. Let me just go back to my settings. Input. Right. Talk and turn your head away. Yes, but are you speaking? Okay, I'm going to walk away from the computer. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? I'm looking at the thing to see if... Oh no, I go quiet. No. Yeah, the microphone's definitely not working because as I walked away, you couldn't hear me, which shouldn't be happening. Why? Oh, you can hear me? Right. Can you hear me tapping? Oh no. Okay, so the clip mic isn't working. That's not. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just unplug it. Hello, hello. That's not it. Right, I'm baffled. What if I press that? See, I thought that if I plug that into there. I think I might just need to read the thing again. Oh, Jodie, she's on her way. Yay! Jodie, I'll see you soon. All right, I'm gonna go. External mic selected. Where would I find that? I'm gonna look for it now. Okay, I'm don't want to bore you guys, so I'm gonna go and see if I can figure this out, because I thought I'd sorted it out and I clearly hadn't. But there we go. Oh, I'm sad about that. Sorry, because there's me thinking that I'd had it all sorted. There we go. Right, I'm going to say goodnight. Right, I'm going to leave you with a look at my worksheet wonder, which I am happy about. I'm happy about that with the technology, because I thought I'd got it sorted. So there we go. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much. You are amazing. Now I've lost my mic completely now. I've put it down somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's me thinking that, you know, right, I'm going. I'm not hoping for snow. Oh, Jodie, there may be snow. Just to warn you, there may be snow. All right. All right, lots of love. I'm off to the craft room for a tidy up. Oh, I get so easily. Yes, that's definitely why you couldn't hear the owls the other night, because I thought my mic was picking you up. So there we go. All right, Kenzie, let me know what you want to do about that class. I'm happy to help as best as I can. All right, lots of love, everybody.